Hi yogis, I'm Alice and welcome to your practice. Today we've got a really nice gentle yoga flow to create a little bit of opening and space into the upper back and the chest. This is a great practice to come to whenever you're feeling a little bit tired and a little bit hunched over from sitting at your computer, because it re-energizes that space, it gets the heart pumping, and it helps to realign your posture. So we're going to use a strap today. If you've got one of these, grab it now. But if you don't, you can also use a dressing gown strap, or you can use a belt, or you can use a scarf. Just anything that has length that you can create tension. So gather anything that you need, get yourself ready, and let's get going. Okay, so we're going to start our practice today kneeling. So come into your Virasana. You can sit on a block or maybe pop yourself on a cushion or anything that you need, and grab your strap just shoulder width apart, maybe slightly wider, and start to punch the knuckles forward out in front of you. So you're stretching your arms out of your shoulder girdle, and then try to rip the strap or the belt or the dressing gown strap or your scarf. So try to rip it apart and just feel that activity in your shoulders. And then slowly start to lift it up. Keep the lower ribs nice and contained, knitted in. And send the arms up as much as you can. Find that shoulder flexion. Keep ripping the strap apart. Try to rip it in two. Send it back, send it back, send it back. Open into a cow pose. So let the ribs flare, open the chest, lift the gaze. Maybe even crack a smile. I always find this quite joyful. You need to just like let it go. Good, and take a breath in. Extend a little bit more. Exhale, round the spine. Punch the knuckles forward one more time, but this time you can scoop the tailbone underneath you, spread the shoulder blades, and just work a couple times like this. Opening, rounding. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, just mobilizing the body, the spine, the shoulders, the upper chest, the back. Nice. Good, and then taking the hands a little bit wider, so take them as wide as you can. If you've got a loop, if you've got a belt like me, I like to actually hook my thumbs into the sides of the belt. So I'm just going to get the buckle out of the way. So you're like this and you got your thumbs, but you can just make sure you grab the ends. And from here, just start to take it more into side stretches from side to side. Just send the arms one way, find that lateral stretch, and the other way. And you can take it around in circles as well if you want to, but try and keep the tension in your belt as you go side to side, as you go forward. Nice. Just really mobilizing and yawning the body open. And then we'll settle on the right side. So bring the right hand to the floor. And if you've got the thumb hooked, then you can really stamp the thumb into the floor and into the strap to keep that tension here. And then reach the left arm over. And the left sit bone might slide off the heel. That can be quite nice. And then just start to take some big circles of the left arm. If you've got your scarf and you're holding it, that also works. Just create an anchor point with your right hand, and then your left arm is just circling around. Try to keep it as straight as you can, so that it will find that sticky point at the back where it's like, oh, gross. Good, last one. Good, and then come back through center and take the other way. Left hand to the floor, right arm up. Big circles of the arm if you want to. I invite you to slide your sit bones off to the right to create a bigger arc and a bigger opening through the right side body. Keep breathing. One more breath. Good, and then come through the center. And release. Bring the strap to the lap just to rest there. Bring the hands to the lap as well, and just take a couple shoulder rolls, just mobilizing, circling. You can go forward or back. Keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft. And just notice how that feels, just to start to open up today. how the body feels, how the breath feels. And we'll just take a big breath in together. Exhale, just let it go. Nice. Work your way into a downward facing dog and take your belt, your strap, whatever you're using, take it to the top of the mat, so across the top, and lay it flat. I'm going to use it in a second, but when you're ready, find your downward facing dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips, and have a nice pedal through the feet, stretch into the lower body. We're not doing much for the lower body today, but it's still there. So still give it a little bit of love, still give it a little bit of awareness. Find your foundations, the strength through your legs, the power, the energy. Good, and then look forward and come forward into your plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Really find that space between your shoulder blades, like your heart is trying to escape out the back of your ribs. You're really domed through the upper spine, strong through the lower body, pressing the hands into the floor. So although this is like a slow and gentle flow, there's also elements of power, and I really want you to find those. Drive down. Take a breath in. And a breath out. 2 more. Stay with me. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And lower to the floor. Beautiful, guys. Untuck the toes. Grab your strap out into the hands. Take it into the hands, sorry. And bring your forehead to the floor and stretch the arms out in front of you. Yeah. And really punch the hands forward. So the hands are probably shoulder width. Forehead to the floor. Inhale, reach. Lift the hands off. Exhale, bend the end elbows. Keep the head on the floor and squeeze the elbows down towards the waistline. And the strap just slides down the back of the neck to the backs of the shoulders. Inhale, reach. Keep that energy. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, keep the head on the floor. Last one. Exhale, squeeze, pause. This time you can start to bring the head off the mat. Bring the strap to the back of the head. Push the head into the strap. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep opening up your elbows. Opening up your chest. Maybe the feet pop up as well. Variation of Shalabhasana. Keep pressing the head into the strap. Breathe here for 3. For 2. For 1. Release. Bring the strap back down. Take a moment, slide the forearms forward and find a Sphinx pose. Just wiggle it out. You can roll into the head. You can find a bit more traction through the hands and through the elbows to pull the heart through. Just find some length in the upper body. And that sense of lifting through the crown of the head, but also in the roof of the mouth. You have that sense of buoyancy and length. So it doesn't just come from puffing out your chest, it comes from deeper within. Good, and then release, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, push up, and come into all fours. And find your tabletop, hands underneath the shoulders. You can just take a moment, you can rock forward and back, find the wrist, see how it feels. Just roll about. Find the strength, the power, the fluidity in your upper body. And then taking your weight into your left hand, spread the fingertips the fingers nice and wide, and corkscrew the upper arm into your shoulder. Good. Twist the chest to the right hand to the lower back. Feel that twist in the stack of the shoulders and start to circle around that left wrist. You can look down at the left wrist if that helps. And see how big and smooth you can make those circles. We do this a lot in yoga on both hands. It's surprisingly hard on one. Notice that left shoulder wants to creep up into the ear. Yeah. And then find stillness. Drive down, inhale, reach the right fingertips up. Exhale, take the right hand, Towards the top left diagonal of your room, drive your shoulder in the side of your face and your ear to the floor, and then interlace your left hand towards your right hand. Use the left hand to tug the right arm out of your shoulder, and then start to drag your hips over towards the right side of the room. And just find some breath. Your feet might want to come to touch, or they'll want to swing to the left. Try to keep them parallel with the long edges of the mat. One more breath. Good. Left hand all the way back down under the shoulder. Right arm sweeps up. Find some energy here and some lift. Kicks down the left shin over towards the left side of the mat, and right leg is going to reach back behind you. Modified half move. Punch the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and then bend the back knee. You can take the right hand to the quad and start to push the quad back. Squeeze the heel into the bum, activate the hamstring. An option for a bind here into your Chapasana bind. Push the foot into the hand, and then feel the opening in your heart, squeezing of your shoulder blades, pressing the hips forward. One more breath. Keep pushing the foot into the hand. Good, and then look down towards the left hand. Squeeze the right knee into the chest. Right hand goes high as we step it all the way to the top of the mat. Low lunge. Find your low lunge, pick up your strap, shoulder width apart, and reach the fingertips. Sorry, the hands high and the belt nice and high. And start to take it into your cow pose in the upper chest. So send the backs of the hands back, but keep solid in the pelvis. Scoop it underneath you. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine. Reaching the arms forward, and if you want to, start to slide your weight slightly out of the front knee. Scoop the tailbone underneath you even more. Inhale, slide it forward. Reach the arms back. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Round the hips back. Good. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Exhale. Good. Inhale, reach high. Inner thighs squeeze together. Low lunge. And then take the hands to the floor. Take the strap to the top of the mat. Tuck the toes and step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. See how this feels. You can stay in stillness. You can slightly shift. Find a bit more strength and support through your upper body. Hopefully that's quite highlighted in your mind right now. So can you drive through the hands a little bit more, wrap the armpits in a little bit more. And then rise onto the toes, lift the heels high, and then drop the knees to the floor. And take it into the other side. So right fingertips spread apart, drive into that right hand, left hand to the lower back, and take a twist of the chest. And then start to circle around that right hand into that right shoulder. Find staying nice and open through your chest, supported through your core. And see how smooth and big you can make these circles. Test yourself, challenge yourself. That moment of no return. You're like, oh no, I've gone too far. I can't pull myself back. Good. Left hand reaches all the way up. Drive a little bit more into the floor. Inhale, twist. Exhale, thread the hand on the diagonal more. And left shoulder and the side of the face meets the floor. And interlace the hands here. Use the right arm to tug the left arm out of the shoulder girdle. And then also encourage the hips over to the left side of the mat, especially that left hip crease. And part the feet. Think about lining up the shins with the long edges of the mat. And breathe. Best part about these sorts of stretches, especially into the chest and the ribs and the shoulders, is you don't really have to do much. You find the position and then you just breathe, and the breath does the expanding for you. Okay, one more breath. Right hand back underneath the shoulder. Left arm sweeps all the way up. Find some length, some support. Kickstand your right shin over towards the right side of the room and send the left leg all the way back. Modified half moon. Readjust your position if it's too short. Take a breath. Length through the sideways. Squeeze the hip bones forward to feel the opening in the hip pockets. And then bend the left knee, squeeze the heel into the bum. And I like to kind of get into this by taking the hand to the quad, pushing the thigh back and squeezing the heel to the bum. So you really activate the back line of the body. And then if the bind is there today, push the foot into the hand, squeeze the hips forward, and then slowly start to twist and spiral your chest up to the ceiling. Drive the right hand into the floor. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Keep pushing, squeezing, opening. Good, and then look down towards your right hand. Release the left foot and step it all the way forward to the top of the mat. Low lunge. Take a breath. Grab your strap and reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Make sure the hands are slightly wider than shoulder width. Take it into your cow pose, send the arms back, send the hips forward. And then rounding the spine, arms forward, scoop the tailbone under. You can draw out of your lunge slightly. Inhale forward, open. Exhale, round. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. Last one. You can make this as much or as little as you want to. The more you tug on the strap, the more resistance you create, the more heat, the more power is going to be going on in those joints. Good, and then from here, take the strap across the top of the mat to the floor, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, and send it up and back, downward facing dog. Good, take a breath. Again, a little wiggle if you want to. I'll settle into stillness. Breathe. And then lift the right leg. Keep the hips square. Just send the back of the leg up to the ceiling. Take a breath. And then take the right foot towards the right thumb. Find your way into high lunge. So spike onto the fingertips, solidify and strengthen through the legs. Push into the floor, grab your strap. Again, shoulder width apart. And reach it all the way up. Find that power and that resistance, that tension in your strap. And keep the lower ribs contained this time. And just stamp the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And a breath in. And a breath out. That's it. And then slowly take it over into a side stretch. Stretch over towards the right side. See how it affects your balance. Keep the arms straight. And then slowly roll it all the way forward over that front leg. Reaching the arms forward, trying to rip the strap apart. Take it over towards the left. And then all the way up through the center. Ooh, ooh. One more time. Over towards the right. Circle it through the middle. Over to the left. This time ground the back heel towards the right side and keep guiding it all the way back to the back of the room. You can start to extend through the front leg. Find your lateral stretch. So try not to fold forward or lean back, but really reach for the back of the room. Lengthen. Take a breath. Reach, reach, reach. Try to keep the head centered through the arms. Then start to re-bend into that front knee. Keep energizing through the arms. Continue the circle forward. Round through the spine, upper spine, middle spine. Hands to the top of the mat. Strap back down, tuck the back toes, send it back downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Drop the knees or lower straight to the chest. Nice. Inhale, lift the shoulders, lift the chest, maybe the feet, maybe the hands. Take a breath. Exhale, send it up and back through plank, if you'd like. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Let's take one more side. Left leg lifts. Keep the hips square. Roll the left outer thigh down. And then as you exhale, step the left foot through towards the left thumb. High lunge, nice and strong through the feet and the legs. Pick up your strap, shoulder width apart. Mine's a bit crooked now and a bit twisted. I don't know how that happened. But pick it up, and from the get-go, find the energy and the resistance between the hands and keep that the whole time. The more you tug the hands apart, the more heat you're going to build. Good. Take a breath. Bend a little bit deeper into that front leg. Keep scooping the tailbone under and drawing the lower ribs in. One more. Extend, extend, extend through the side body. And then take it over towards the left. Gentle side stretch. Find a spot out in front of you to help with balance. You can go as much as you want to. Good. And then keeping the circle going, come all the way over the front leg. Keep the head between the arms. Take it over towards the right side. And then up through the middle. Good. One more. Over to the left, arms straight. Over to the front. Over to the side, but now keep it going. Drop the back heel, keep it going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Punch the hands to the back of the room. Start to extend the front leg. And really reach here. But try to squeeze your lower body. Stay nice and strong and supported, so you're not just collapsing into your upper body. Good, one breath. Keep reaching. Bend back into that front knee. And then just reverse the journey. Come all the way out to the right side. Go the scenic route. All the way around to the front. As big as and expressive as you want to. Take the hands, frame the front foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take one more breath. Relax the head. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, wave it forward to your plank one more time. Find that strength, that power. Drive into the floor, round through the upper spine. This can be modified if you'd like to. This doesn't need to be a really sweaty, strong flow. My aim with it is just to open and just get into those nooks and crannies. Good. Take one more breath. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower to the floor. Beautiful, guys. Wiggle the hips, untuck the toes. Let's take those 3. So we took 4 last time. We'll take 4 Shalabhasana pulls. So bring the forehead to the floor. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Create some resistance between the hands. And lift the arms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend, pull the arms down onto the back. Keep the elbows lifted. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Last one, inhale. Exhale, pull, squeeze, lift the elbows a little bit higher, drive the elbows down a little bit more, and then bring the strap to the back of the head. Push the head into the strap, open up those elbows, maybe lift the feet as well. Breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring the hands underneath the forehead. And really shake your bum. Just really wiggle into it. Just shake, 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 shake. Feel the tailbone wag, all the organs knocking from side to side. And then find somewhere you want to settle for the last couple of moments of practice. Maybe you're super comfy on your front. You just want to rest here. You can take it to a seat, or you're also welcome to take it into a child's pose. Knees can be wide or together, and your choice whether the arms want to be in front, behind, underneath the forehead, anything that's comfortable. Just find somewhere you can ground and settle. dropping into the energy of your practice today. Knowing that you gave it all that you could. And sometimes all that we have is just, we use up all the energy that we have just getting onto the mat in the first place. So it's okay if it wasn't perfect, or it's not what you wanted or expected. You still made it here, and that's the main thing. Find a few more breaths into the back of the ribs. Maybe a bit more awareness in the side body as well. And I'm really noticing how the breath expands outward in a 360 motion, so in all directions of the chest. Do that awareness of the full physical body, all your different sides, the shapes, the nooks and crannies. If you're comfortable here, you're welcome to stay, but if you'd like to finish your practice now, start to work your way up to a seat. Anything that's comfortable for you. Keep the eyes closed or the gaze soft if you can. And once you've found your way there, bring one hand on top of the other at the heart center. Connecting to the beat of your heart, the energy that's circulating around the body. We'll finish with a big breath in and a big sigh out. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. That was a lot spicier than I thought it was going to be. My shoulders and my upper chest feels open and it's ready. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know how you got on in the comments below. And if you're finding these practices really helpful or inspiring, then please, please, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, and get notified when I bring out a new upload. You don't know how much this means to me that you're practicing with me every week. This is honestly so much fun. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your week and the rest of your day. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Lots of love.